Sorry. Yeah, good evening. All right, I can hear myself now, so yes. Let me start this with a quote. An ounce of knowledge is always precious, and the lack of it can be dangerous. And I want to be using that quote as we move on with our session this evening. It's going to be an evening of learning. It's going to be an evening of leveling up. And this evening, pag-uusapan po natin, you're going to be learning about the basics of Forex, right? Lahat ng dapat maintindihan nyo. What Forex is, how does it happen, how do you earn from it, how do you lose money from it. That is what we're going to be learning this evening. It's going to be very important. Going back to the quote, the lack of knowledge can be dangerous dito po sa Forex. Ang daming nagsusulputan ng scam. And without this knowledge, alam niyo na nangyayari, right? Marami po nasa scam. Kasi Forex can be complicated. Nasa isip ng tao, ay, wag ko na lang alamin. Basta sabi nila, kikita dito, papasok na ako, right? And that's the lack of knowledge working right there. And it can be dangerous. We have so many Filipinos losing money because of the lack of knowledge. And that's the reason why we're having this session this evening, Forex 101. With me are my fellow coaches, John and Coach Jonathan.
All right, for tonight, kumbaga ito po yung intro natin to FX, no? And more specifically, it's more of if you're interested in the forex market kasi 'di ba, I'm sure naririnig natin sa labas 'yan and you kind of get all sorts of information. You know, yung iba parang 'di ba sa isang $100 mo yayaman ka, 'di ba? Yung mga ganun. Yung mga iba naman, oh, follow me, 'di ba? Sigurado milyonaryo kayo. Mga ganun. So you get all sorts of information like that. So ngayon, pag-aaralan natin kung ano ba talaga yung FX market. No? How do you really earn from that? So, you yourself can judge, at the end of the day, yung mga na-encounter mo, is this legit? Is this really plausible? Or no? So, in
Right.
addition to that, it's gonna be your starting point, no? So, if you are interested, no, in forex trading after this webinar, then kumbaga at least meron ka ng foundation, you can already take the next step. So, kumbaga yun
Right,
yung
right.
natin. That's our goal for tonight. Let's start, no? So, good evening po sa inyo lahat. No? Again, pasensya na kung ganito yung boses ko. No? I'm a little bit under the weather, pero okay lang yan, no? Para lang naman tayo nagkukwentuhan, nagtatambayan. No?
Right.
So, for me, it's not really something na, kumbaga stressful or nakakatagod. No, it's like hanging out with friends. So that's how I feel about, doing these things, especially with Sir Lloyd and Sir John. No? Okay, so game. So, anyway,
All right.
yung coverage po natin for tonight, no, will be a couple of things. I'm not gonna go too deep doon um, sa mga pagbilang ng pips and everything. We're gonna go through it, no, pero hindi natin masyado lalaliman. We have, a lot of resources for that. Kung gusto mong kumbaga balik-balikan, no, you always have wise investors there. Andiyan naman si Sir John, Sir Lloyd, no, they have all the resource there. Plus si XM naman, meron tayong mga webinars na libre. No? So you can
Right.
always come in
Tama.
there. So the resources are there for you. Ang gusto ko sanang point na makuha natin for today is for us to really understand, no? Kung ano ba yung forex trading, paano mo kumikita diyan. And then, just a little bit of the foundation para kumbaga hindi naman tayo nangangapa. All right. So, I'll get you acquainted with the FX market, no, and yung differences niya with the other markets. We'll learn how to read prices, which is very easy. Tawag natin dyan, Forex codes. It's just a fancy term for saying exchange rate. And then meron tayong counting pips, no? Yan, importante po yan kasi pag nagbibilang ka ng pips, yan po yung pwede nating kitain or matalo. Okay?
Right.
So, madalas kapag nagtitrade po, no, yung mga traders, hindi po kami nagkukwentuhan na, kumita ako ng $50, kumita ako ng $100. No? Normally, pag medyo baguhan ka pa sa market. Pero kapag nagbibilang na kayo in pips, so for example, nakakuha ako 30 pips, 50 pips. So, medyo, yun yung normal na usapan talaga. So, I'll show you how to do that. You can kind of detect people already kung sino yung nang-hype sa hindi.
Right.
Simula pa lang,
Tama.
pag ganyan agad yung usapan, kumita ako ng $5,000. Yeah. Ano lot size mo? So, and then lastly, we'll talk about measuring volume and lot size, which is connected to how much one pip is. No? Kasi, so, ano po ba yung forex trading? I know that many of us, no, especially if you research out or if you see a lot of ads, medyo confusing, no? Forex trading. It
Actually,
seems like some secret system, some secret society, where people earn like hundreds of dollars every click that they make. So, Di ba yun parang it's the holy grail, it's the answer to all your problems. So that's how it's normally
Mhm.
presented. Pero ano ba talaga yan, no? Well, forex trading is just simply exchanging money for a different currency. No, ibig sabihin, meron kang US dollar, pinapalit mo ito Philippine peso, that's it. Or meron kang Philippine peso, you go to, I don't know, Singapore, no? You go there on a holiday or maybe for work, whatever, and then you exchange Philippine peso for Singapore dollar, and that's it. That's what forex trading is. No? So don't make it any more complicated than what it really is, because I'm sure that majority of us here, no, if not all, has some experience already in trading physical, no? Siguro nakapunta na kayo money changer, nakapagpalit, no? Or sa bangko, or may sinamahan man lang kayo na relative na nagpalpalit ng pera, or if you've, been to any country, probably na nagpapalit ka ng pera doon. Unless talagang uh, yung kasama mo siya na bahala sa lahat, no? Which is sobrang swerte mo. Okay? But, not very often that happens. So, that's what forex trading is. It's not really something that is, I would say, enigmatic, no, to everyone. So, ang talagang tanong natin diyan is, where does profit come from? No, yun yung dapat nating tanungin, no? Kasi pag yun yung definition natin, sabihin natin, coach, kung yun pala yung ibig sabihin mo ng forex trading, oo, nakapagpalit na ako ng pera. No, nakapunta na ako ng bangko, money changer, nakapagpalit na ako doon, pero hindi naman ako kumita. No, how do you actually make
Right.
money out of that? It's simple. You make money from buying a currency that has low value, and then while you're holding on to it, it appreciates in value. And then you can sell it later at a higher price. That's it. Yun na yun,
Right.
no? So it's like whatever business you do. You buy low, and then you sell later at a higher price. Okay? So yun, dun po nagagaling yung pera. So if we, have an example of this, back in 2016, yung rate ng dollar was around 45 pesos. So, you go to a bank, papalit naman ako $100, no? Sorry, pabili ako ng $100. So, the bank tells you, okay, the rate is 45. So, you give them 4,500 pesos, and in return, the bank gives you $100. Okay? Take note
Right.
that in trading, you are buying and selling at the same time. Okay, tandaan niyo po yan, ha? So, ang ginawa natin, binili natin yung dollar, and at the same time, binenta natin yung Philippine peso kasi yun yung binigay natin. Okay, so that's, I think, where a lot of people get confused, no, with all the pairs and everything. Basta tandaan nyo, may isa kang binibili, may isa kang binibenta. No? Kasi nakipagpalitan ka eh. So, you have your $100 in your pocket right now. Okay? And then you wait for a couple of years. Okay? So, magkano na ba ang ano ngayon? Ng dollar ngayon? 55?
56.
56?
56.
Oh my God.
Taas.
Such a
Taas nga eh.
happy year for traders. Such a happy year. So, if you held on to it for a while, no, binili mo ng 45, ngayon it's 56, now you can sell it at a higher price. Balik ka sa bangko, sabihin mo, ito na ulit yung $100, I want to exchange this into Philippine peso, and then they give you, what, 5,600 pesos in return. And that's where the money comes from. No? Kumita ka na, how much? 1,100? Okay?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm bad at math, surprisingly. So, yun. You earn 1,100 pesos from that particular transaction. Okay? So, dun po nanggaling yung pera. It's not magic. Now, if you think about it, there's a lot of potential for us to earn in the market. Bakit? Kasi sa totoo lang, you won't be able to trade the dollar against the Philippine peso, no, online. Kasi wala pa tayo, if you want to go technical about it, wala pang liquidity provider sa Pilipinas na nagpo-provide ng online trading, no, ng Philippine peso. So if you find a broker that offers that, you double check. Right? So baka walang pinupuntahang bangko yan. So anyway, yun yung ano natin. No? So, ang dami nating pwedeng i-trade. You actually have a lot of currencies that you can trade with. Dollar, the yen, the euro, the pound. Later, I'll show you a list. And if we can identify kung ano dun, yung mababa yung value ngayon, at mabili natin sila na maaga, and then later we can sell it at a higher price. That's how we earn. Okay? So, ang daming potential. Okay?
Katulad
Now,
ba ng euro na 1:1 na?
euro, medyo 1:1 na, di ba?
Yes.
Nagpa-parity na. Okay? So, ngayon, medyo blockbuster this week. No? Ang ano ngayon, merong mga malaking announcement this week. Anyway, mamaya natin pag-usapan yan. So, going back, no, ang dami nyo pwedeng i-trade, no? So, there's a lot of opportunity for us to profit. But at the same time, Coach, pwede ba tayong matalo dyan? Of course, pwede tayong matalo dyan. Paano? What if we bought it at 45 pesos and then it goes down to 42 pesos per dollar? Okay? Ano mangyari? Then, if you exchange it back into Philippine peso, you only receive 4,200. No? So, yun yung mangyayari sa'yo. Talo ka ng 300 pesos. So, my point here is that there's a lot of opportunity for us to earn. At the same time, there is also risk in the market. And that's the reason why Sir John is there, Sir Lloyd is here, no? I'm here to show everyone, no, paano natin matitrade na maayos yung market so that we can increase the chances of us getting good trades, getting profitable trades. And
All right.
nobody can ever guarantee us profits in the market. Okay? We can make projections, no? Madali lang yun, no? We can make projections, but nobody can ever guarantee you. Kaya pag may lumapit po sa inyo, sinabi na, oh, I'm a Forex trader, I'll show you some stats, okay? I'm the best there is, no, surprisingly, and then I'm just personally talking to you, asking you for money,
Oh,
okay? Deposit mo sa akin, I'll give you like what, 20% per month, okay? And, di ba, sabihin mo, okay, why not? No, you put some money in, and they do give you 20% per month, okay? Tapos ikaw, wow, this is amazing. Bago umabot na binalik lang sa iyo yung buong pera mo, no, mga 50%, 60% into it, sabihin nila sa iyo, oh, baka pwede kang magdagdag pa ng pera, kita mo, legit naman kami, no? Or yung mga kaibigan mo, lahat ng mga kamag-anak mo, isama mo na dyan, no?
Ayan
That's what's
na,
happening,
ayan
no?
na.
Yun na. And you know, with all your good intent, di ba? You have good intentions. Kasi, di ba,
oo.
kung kumikita, why won't you tell it to your family, no? It can solve all the problems. 90% of Filipino problems is money, I think. So, so, di ba, okay na. And then what happens, no? Hindi pala legitimate yun. So, that's our point here, no? Nobody can ever guarantee you profits in the market. If someone comes up to you, you know, shows you something like that, it's probably not, it's probably not legit, okay? So anyway, moving forward,
Tama.
no? Yan yung, so doon po nanggagaling yung pera, no? That's where the money comes from. That is what forex trading is. And that's it, no? Don't make it any more complicated than what it is. And what we have to spend a lot of time in is learning how to trade the market. No? Yun yung nakakapagod na part. Okay? And that takes a lot of time. Yung learning part and the practicing part, that takes time. But I tell you, it's worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. It took me a long time, around 3 years, no, just to be able to become consistently profitable in the market. And hopefully you get that in a significantly shorter time. No? Andiyan naman yung Zanagi. Ano? So, oh my God. Panahon namin, wala.
While nag-aaral.
Oh,
Oo,
well,
tama.
nag-aaral, di ba? And then later on, you get to stabilize your trading. Dati, yung panahon namin, we had none of that. So,
Oo,
anyway, so moving on.
dati, while learning, you're burning money, di ba?
You're burning money and saka yung what are you learning? That's the hard part. No? Yung, kung ano-ano yung mga
Oo.
natututunan mong kalokohan. So, anyway, so moving forward. No? So, yun po yung, that's what forex trading is. So, let me differentiate a little bit, no, yung FX market compared to the other markets. Para medyo familiar lang din tayo. No? Kasi I'm sure that a lot of us here have heard of the stock market since forever. Okay? And
Right.
ano ba yung mga main differences niya? No? Why would I like to trade in the forex market compared to the stock market? Well, yung forex market, it has very high liquidity. No? It's around $5 trillion. No? I think a little less than that today. Plus minus, market baba naman yan. So, maisip natin, coach, wow, laking pera niyan, ganyan din makalaking pera kikitain ko. Hindi ho. Ang ibig sabihin lang yan ay pwede kayong mag-execute ng trades ng mabilis. Okay? So, for example, you wanna buy, you wanna sell, currencies that are offered in a snap of a finger, mapapasok yung trade nyo. Or if you wanna close your trade, no, in a snap of a finger, sarado na kagad yung trade mo. Whether you're earning or losing, masasara mo kagad yan, no, as long as the market is
Tama.
open.
Tama.
If you're trading stocks, no, for people here who have experience in trading stocks, I'm sure you know what I mean about yung hindi ka maka
Benta ka
uh,
agad.
benta kagad, no? And you can't close the trade immediately. Okay? So, yun yung one of the difficulties, no, with the other markets. Okay? But ayan, so yun yung advantage niya. Tapos may na-mention tayo kanina na as long as the market is open, kailan babukas yung market? It's 24 hours a day during weekdays lang po. Weekdays. Okay? So it starts at Monday and then ends around Saturday na madaling araw. Okay? So weekdays lang yan bukas. And generally, there's 3 sessions. You have the Asian session, European session, and then the US session in the evening. A lot of people ask, ano yung pinakamagalaw na session? Normally, it's the European session. Pero, depende naman kung ano yung mga balita at bagalo. Pero mainly, the bulk of the trading activity happens during the European session. Siguro mga alas 3, alas 4 ng hapon in our clocks, which surprisingly, if you're here in the Philippines, it's very advantageous for you to trade the FX. Bakit? Kuha mo lahat ng sessions. Isipin mo, pag based ka sa US, gusto mo mag-trade ng European session, gigising ka na alas 2 ng umaga, alas 3 ng umaga para mag-prepare. Hindi nakakatawa
Yes.
yun. Pero pag nasa Pilipinas, kakuha mo lahat. Asian session, mabagal-bagal pa, pwede ka pa maligo, pwede ka pa kumain. No? Pag dating ng European session, no, hapon, you're wide awake. Okay naman, you have time for it. And US session, kuha mo hanggang gabi, no? Tapos normally, pagdating na 11, 12 o'clock ng gabi, tapos na yung market. You're asleep. Okay? So we're actually at a very good place. Yan. So, yan. Moving forward, no? Yung market po, no? Yung FX market, it's an OTC market. What do you mean by that? It's an over-the-counter market. So, ibig sabihin nito, you can go to the bank, you can go to a money changer, you can go to your mom at makipagpalit ng pera. Walang problema. No? It's legal. There's no problem. Nobody will bother you. Okay? And, a lot of people do that. Di ba? Kunwari, may galing kang kaibigan Singapore, tapos ikaw pupunta doon, sabihin mo, pre, meron ka pa bang natitirang Singapore dollar? Bilhin ko na. Sayang eh. Okay? Kesa pangit yung palitan ko sa money changer. Okay? And that's okay. That's over the counter. Okay? Now, if you're looking at the stock market, you cannot do that. No? Kunwari, meron kang shares or meron kang stocks na binili, you cannot just, give it to your mom. Mami, sa'yo na to. Hindi pwede. It has to go through a formal exchange. Okay? So, yung Forex market, it's over the counter. Okay? And kaya siya walang physical existence. Diba? Kasi doon sa stock market, diba, meron tayong PSE. No? There's an actual office, no, that
Right.
takes note of all the trades that are happening. So, Forex market, it's so big. There's no entity that can monitor all of that happening at the same time. Okay? So, kaya siya walang physical existence. Now, take note, they are traded in pairs. No, they are traded in pairs. Kanina, di ba, na-mention natin that you're buying and selling at the same time? Yun po yun. No? So, in our transaction earlier, what we did, we bought the dollar and then we sold the Philippine peso. We traded in pairs. Nung gusto natin i-liquidate yung dollar natin, we sold the dollar and then we bought the Philippine peso back. No? And we got, a little bit of profit out of that. So, yun yung ibig sabihin ko ng they are always traded in pairs. So, kung mapapansin nyo, yung value ng currencies natin, they change all the time. No, umaakyat, bumababa. No, you go to the bank, mapapansin nyo na, okay, yung current rate natin ngayon nasa mga 56. Excuse me. Oh, it's at 56. Tapos, biglang bumagsak yung yung value, naging 55. Okay? Nung hapon. No? Tapos, the next day, nakita mo, bumalik 56. Next week, pumunta ng, umakit ng 57. So, bakit ganun? No? What moves that? No? Take note that short answer, supply and demand moves that. Okay? But if we are to make it a little bit more relatable, isipin nyo po, currencies are like shares of a country. No? Ibig sabihin nun, kapag may nangyari sa isang bansa, okay, most likely magre-reflect yun sa value ng pera nila. Okay? That's the easiest way for us to relate to that. Kung may nangyari sa isang bansa, most likely magre-reflect yun sa value ng pera nila. If you want to be specific, it's the supply and demand of money. Okay? So, let's say something good happens to the US. Okay, sabihin natin, may magandang nangyari sa US or merong nangyari sa kanilang supply and demand that basically bumaba yung kanilang supply or tumaas yung kanilang demand, then ang mangyayari doon sa US dollar ay aakyat yung kanyang value. Okay? Pwedeng umakyat yung value niya. Now, if your peso remains the same, then ang mangyayari sa exchange rate natin ay aangat. So let's say our current exchange rate right now is 56. Kapag may nangyari doon sa US dollar, na na-mention ko kanina, then tataas yung value ng US dollar. It will now take more pesos to buy $1. So, magiging 57, 58, 59, etc., etc. Aakyat. Kasi mas mahal yung dollar. Yung peso, wala naman nangyari. Okay? On the other side of things, if something bad happens to the dollar or, supply increases, demand decreases, then the value of the dollar would go down. With that, mas konting peso na yung kailangan mo para makabili ng $1. So, the rate will go down. 55, 54, 53, so on and so forth. Okay? If you look at the other side of things, no, yung peso naman, pag lumakas si peso, then you'll need less pesos to buy $1. Bababa ang rate. Pag humina si peso, then tataas yung rate ng dollar kasi mas maraming piso lang kailangan mo para makabili ng $1. Okay? So, that's basically how it moves. Okay? So ngayon, by now, I'm sure that a lot of people are wondering, parang wait, you mentioned supply and demand of money. You mentioned, things that are happening to the country, to their economy. Coach, kailangan mo malaman lahat yan para makapag-trade sa market. Well, it would be nice, if you know about those things. Kasi ang tawag doon, fundamental analysis. That basically gives you a reason kung bakit umaakit or bumaba yung pera. Okay? But at the end of the day, especially for starters, try not to make it too complicated for yourself. Kasi kahit gaano katindi yung analysis mo, kahit gaano kalalim yan, kahit gaano karaming librong basahin mo, kahit gaano karaming news reports ang basahin mo, dalawa lang pwede mong gawin. You can either buy or sell. That's it.
Right.
Okay? You can either buy or sell or do nothing. That's number 3. Okay, do nothing. Do nothing is very profitable. kapag hindi, kapag pinipilit mo yung mga trades, no? Do nothing is very, very profitable. So, tandaan nyo lang po that buy if you think the price will go up and sell if you think the price will go down. So, kung sa tingin mo lalakas yung value ng currency, that is the one that you should be buying. Kung sa tingin mo babagsak yung value ng isang currency, then that should be the one that you're selling. Okay? So, normally, we try to pair up strong currencies against weak currencies. So kanwari, sabihin natin ngayon, si US dollar malakas kasi nagtataas sila ng interest rate. Normally, binabawasan kasi yung supply pag ganun. So, tumalakas yung value ni US dollar. Si Japanese yen naman, baliktad yung policy nila. Gusto nila pahinain yung value ng yen, which is true. Okay, that's their goal. So, ano sa tingin yung mangyayari sa value ng USD against the Japanese yen? It's gonna go up. Okay? It will take more Japanese yen to buy $1. Okay? Tuloy-tuloy yan. So, we want to buy the dollar and we want to sell the Japanese yen. That's how we normally pair things. Okay? So, tandaan nyo na, golden rule yan. Alright. So, ito po yung ating mga currencies no, na mention kanina. These are our major currencies. I suggest you stick with these first. Okay? Huwag muna kayo dun sa mga iba-ibang currency. Just pick one or two no, to make life less complicated for starters. So, you have there the dollar, the euro, the yen, the pound, the Swiss francs, Canadian, Australian, and the New Zealand dollar. No? And ito po yung ating major pairs. Basically, these are your major currencies against the US dollar. Okay? Kung papansin nyo, magkakaiba yung position nila. Minsan nasa kanan si US dollar, minsan nasa kaliwa. So, kung ano yung positioning nila, nakalock yan you can't really interchange them. Kasi magulo yun pag nagbibilang ka na ng presyo. Okay?
Right.
So, I suggest you stick with the major pairs, no? Especially for starters. Just pick one or two and that's fine. Okay? Pero, umaisip natin, Coach, wait, what if I don't want to trade the US dollar? No, let's say, I don't know what's going to happen to the US dollar, but based on my analysis, I believe that the euro right now will strengthen, okay? Kasi nagtataas din sila ng interest rate, okay? And then I want to sell the British pound. Okay? Bakit? Kasi nagkakagulo yung nila, yung kanilang bansa, no? A lot of things are happening to them and, nothing good is nothing good is coming out. Okay? So I want to buy the euro and I want to sell the British pound. But the problem is, yung pera ko sa account ko, naka-US dollars. Coach, pwede ko ba i-trade yan? Yes, you can. Okay? So you can trade the euro against the pound with your US dollars. And at the end of your trade, kung anumang profits or losses na meron ka, it will be expressed as US dollars. So si XM na bala mag-convert yan. Okay? So you have the opportunity to trade cross pairs as well. Okay? So wala kay limitation dyan. And, Coach, paano yung mga ibang currencies? Can we trade that? Yes, not all, but some of them you can. For example, si Turkish lira, no? Kung makikita nyo po yung inflation ng Turkey, matindi. So maybe that would have been a very profitable trade, no? If we check that out early on. Okay? So pwede nyo din pagkakitaan yan, but for starters, siguro wag muna dyan kasi magulo yan. Okay? And you're not limited to trading FX, no? With XM, you can trade gold, silver, even stocks you can trade. Now cryptos you can trade. So, ang dami yung pwedeng trade. Okay? So anyway, moving forward. So, yun po yung Forex trading. No? That's what the Forex market is. Ngayon, lipat tayo sa Forex code. Ito po yung pagbasa ng presyo. Ito madali lang to. No? It's very easy. Kung mapapaisip tayo, yung rate natin kanina, di ba? USD/PHP is equal to 56. Okay? Ang ibig sabihin nun, for every $1, kailangan mo ng 56 pesos. Okay? Now, if you take a look at your Forex quote, it tells you the same thing. So you have euro against the dollar is equal to 1.1500. That means for every $1, kailangan mo ng for every 1 euro, kailangan mo ng $1.15. That's the exchange rate. Okay? Take note that we count up to the 4th decimal place. Later, that would be very important. Okay? So, yan yung pagbasa ng ating palitan. Since dalawa yung currencies natin, yung nasa left side, no, we call that the base currency, and then the one on the right side, we call that the quote currency. Okay? So yung base currency natin, ang laging value niyan ay 1, para hindi magulo. No? 1 lagi ang value niyan. Alright. Now, okay pa naman? Kaya pa? Kaya pa
Yes,
ba
kaya pa.
natin? Okay pa naman. Wala pa masyadong mga tanong. Okay. So,
if you have questions, please do post on the comment box so we can actually read it for you guys.
Alright. Good. So, normally at this point in time, nandun pa sila sa part na ina-absorb pa yun. Wala pa yung mga tanong dyan
Tama, tama.
mamaya-maya yan. Or, it comes out the next day. So, anyway, uh, moving forward, no? Ngayon, sabihin natin magti-trade tayo. Okay? And based on our analysis earlier, sabihin natin malakas si euro, tapos mahina si dollar. So, we want to buy euro USD. Okay? Pagdating po dun sa order slip natin, this is a sample of our order slip. Okay? This is what we use whenever we want to open trade. Makikita nyo that, you have all the details there. Symbol, ano yung tinitrade mo, di ba? Volume, later we'll know more about that. Tapos meron dito dalawang mapipindot kayo. Buy or sell. Okay? So ngayon mapaisip tayo, wait coach, if I click buy, ano dyan yung binibili ko? Am I buying the euro or am I buying the dollar? Or am I buying both? Okay? Actually, hindi. No? Kasi kung tatandaan natin kanina, you're always buying and selling at the same time. So you're buying only one of them and you're selling the other. Now, to make it less confusing, kung ano yung base currency or yung nasa kaliwa, yun yung masusunod. So if we click buy euro USD, then you're buying the euro and you're selling the dollar. Okay? If you click sell euro USD, you are selling the euro and you're buying the dollar. Clear? And if we go back to our earlier topic, we want to buy the currency that we think will go up and sell the currency that we think will go down. Okay. So, ito yung na-mention natin. The base currency is the basis of your buying and selling. No? Yan ang masusunod. So, let's say based on our analysis, malakas si euro USD, we believe that the exchange rate will go up, meaning you will need more dollars to buy 1 euro. Tataas ang exchange rate. So, lalakas si euro against the dollar. So, definitely, excuse me, we want to buy euro USD because in that case, we are buying the euro and we are selling the dollar. Okay? So, buy euro USD tayo pag ganyan. Pag sa tingin mo naman babagsak ang exchange rate kasi malakas ang dollar, mahina ang euro, then what we need to do is to sell euro USD. Because in that case, we are selling the euro and we are buying the dollar. And at this point in time, this is where everybody gets confused. Coach, what do you mean by that? No? You can actually have two positions in the market. Magkaiba yun. Pag sinabi mong buy euro USD, that is going long. Yun ang term natin doon. Going long. Mahaba, long. Okay? If you go long, ang position mo sa market ay tataas yung exchange rate. The rate will go up. Price will go up. At kapag umakit nga naman yung presyo, habang nakabili ka, then kikita ka sa market. No?
Alright.
On the other side of things, kung sa tingin mo naman babagsak yung exchange rate, no? You think that euro USD will go down. Can you make money out of that? Yes, you can. Ang gagawin mo is you click that sell button we had earlier sa euro USD. And if it does go down, kikita ka rin pag ganun. Okay? We call that going short. So this is something new to a lot of people. No? Kasi madalas sa stock market natin, ang option lang natin is to buy, di ba? Tapos di ba pagdating sa taas or pag i-liquidate mo na yung trade mo, ang tinatawag natin doon is we're selling the stock. So that's where everybody gets confused. Kasi pagdating sa Forex, those are like two different positions. No? Pag nag-buy ka, you're hoping that the market is going up. Okay? Pag nag-sell ka, you're hoping the market is going down. Okay? And then the question, follow-up question natin dito is, Coach, what if I buy it? Kailangan ko ba i-click yung sell after? No, you just need to close the trade. That's the term. Okay? And we have some, tutorials for that, how to close the trade. Basically, there's a nice X button at the right of your trade. You click that, that's it. Your trade gets liquidated. So you don't need to do anything fancy. Okay? So yun po siya. Okay? And that's one of the strengths of the market. You can go long and you can go short. Kung alam mo kung saan pupunta ang presyo, whether it's gonna go up or gonna go down, you can make money out of that. Okay? Pero syempre, pag baliktad yung natin, yung basa natin sa market, you buy and then the market goes down, talo tayo doon. No? You sell, the market goes up, talo tayo doon. That's where the risk comes in. Okay? Alright. So, clear so far?
Yep.
Okay pa naman tayo, no? Alright. So, let's move forward. So, dito naman tayo sa counting pips, no? Ito po yung pagbilang ng ating price movement, no? And this is very important because this is where we base our profits, no, and losses in the market. Okay. So earlier we mentioned something about the fourth decimal place. No? Importante yan for major pairs at saka cross pairs. Doon muna tayo sa major at cross. Okay. For major and cross pairs, we count up to the fourth decimal place. Okay. Yung panghuling decimal place na yon, ang tawag natin doon ay pip. So, whenever the market moves by 1 point, no, on the fourth decimal place, that is considered as 1 pip. So, from 1.1500, it goes up to 1.1501, then it went up by 1 pip. Okay? If it goes down to 1 point, excuse me, 1.1499, then it went down by 1 pip. So, up or down, pips po yung bilangan natin dyan as long as it's movement from the fourth decimal place. If it goes up to 1.1520, then it went up by 20 pips. Goes down to 1.1485, then it went down by 15 pips. So, yan po yung ating counting pips. Now, side note, doon sa ating major and cross pairs, kapag involved yung ating Japanese yen, automatic hanggang second decimal place lang. Okay? Hanggang second decimal place lang kasi mababa yung value ng yen. Alright? For the rest, fourth decimal places. For major and cross pairs. Yung mga exotics, ibang usapan yan. Alright. So, let's try to, combine them all together and let's have a sample. No? Sabihin natin, based on our analysis, we believe that Euro USD will go up. So, we decide to buy the pair because you're buying the you're buying the euro and you're selling the dollar. So, we buy at 1.1500 and it does go up to 1.1520. That means kumita ka ng 20 pips. Pero pag nakabuy ka, bumaliktad yung market, bumagsak to 1.1490, went down by 10 pips, then you lose 10 pips. Okay? Kung sa tingin mo naman babagsak yung market, then we sell Euro USD. And let's say we sold at 1.1500, it went down to 1.1470, then kikita ka ng 30 pips. Kasi nag-sell ka, bumaba, kita, no? Pero pag nag-sell ka at sumakyat, talo. Let's say it goes up to 1.1515, then we lose 15 pips. Alright? Is that clear? Now, at this point in time, I'm sure ang mga tanong natin is, Coach, magkano yung 1 pip na yan? If I earn 20 pips, 30 pips, how much is that? No? How much will I get from that? Later, pag-uusapan natin yun. No? That's called volume or lot size. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. But before that, pag-usapan muna natin kung bakit dalawa yung presyo na nakikita nyo. No? Kanina, mapapansin nyo, pag magbabay ka, iba yung presyo. Pag magsisell ka, iba din yung presyo. Bakit ganun? You're always buying at a higher price and you're always selling at a lower price. Parang lugi, no? Bakit ganun? Tapos pag nag-click ka ng trade, dun sa mga naka-trade na, either demo or live, no? Mapapansin nyo, at the start, negative kagad yung trade nyo. Kahit anong pindot nyo, negative kagad sa simula. So, mapapaisip tayo, great yata sa akin itong broker na to. Kahit anong pindot ko sa simula, negative agad. Hindi ho. Yun po ay tawag spread. No? That is your transaction cost. Okay? So, importante pong malaman natin yung transaction cost whenever you're trading. So, the transaction cost is the difference between the buy and sell price. So, kunwari, yung presyo mo para bibili ka is 1.1513 and then yung selling price natin ay 1.1511. Okay? There's roughly a difference of 2 pips. So, kung ano yung spread niyan, ano yung difference yan, and you click that trade, either buy or sell, you will start out with negative 2 pips or kung ano yung spread niya. Okay? And that's your transaction cost. That's what you paid for to execute that trade. And if you're gonna close the trade, wala nang doon. Wala nang spread doon or anything. No? You don't need to pay anything else. All right?
And just to be clear, yun yung bayad natin sa brokerage for giving the
Right.
opportunity para makapag-trade tayo, di ba?
Right. Exactly. And it's also the same thing if you're going to a money changer or a bank. Kung mapansin nyo,
Yes,
kunwari,
tama.
punta kayo bangko, kung bibili ka ng dollar, 56.50. Okay? Kung magbebenta ka naman ng dollar sa bangko, 56 flat. May difference of 50
Oo.
centavos. So, to be frank about it, the bank earns 50 centavos per dollar that you trade with them. So, yun yung
Right.
that's the spread. And it's the same for a broker, pero significantly lower lang yung spread. Sobrang liit lang. Now, kung mapapansin nyo din po, dun sa presyo, you're seeing 5 decimal places. Yung 5th decimal place po, ang tawag po natin dyan ay pipet. No? It's a fraction of a pip. I suggest for starters, don't mind it. Okay? But if you want to be stingy about it, the actual spread there is 1.8 pips. It's actually lower than 2 pips. Okay? Para at least familiar lang tayo. Alright? So, yan ang natin. That's the spread. Alright. So, moving forward. So ngayon, balik tayo dun sa tanong natin, no? Coach, paano ko malalaman kung magkano yung 1 pip na yan? No? Actually, you get to decide that. Okay? Magkano yung 1 pip na yan. Now, dyan po natin ilalagay yon sa volume. No? Kung babalik tayo dito sa order slip natin, you will be able to see here, merong volume. No? And that basically tells you how much money that you're trading. Okay? Gaano kalaking pera, gaano kalaking posisyon yung tinitrade mo. Okay? So, to make it very simple, pag nilagay mo yung volume na 1, no? Sorry, sidetrack lang tayo konti. Tandaan natin that there are two types of accounts generally with XM. Meron kang standard account and meron
Right.
kang micro account. Okay? Now, if you guys have no personal recommendation, pareho naman silang $5 lang yung minimum deposit, no? Kayo naman magde-decide. But personal recommendation, if you guys have around $500 or more, okay mag-standard, no? Doesn't really bother you very much. If you have less than that, lalo pag mga tipong $100 lang, ganun, go for a micro account because that will enable you to uh, trade lower lot sizes, trade lower risk. Okay? So anyway, going back. Itong computation na to, standard account muna. Kung nilagay mo dyan na yung volume mo ay 1.00, okay, this only goes for the major pairs. Yung cross pairs, magkakaiba kasi silang computation. So you'll need a pip calculator for that. No? The XM website has that. Okay? So doon muna tayo sa major pairs. Okay? So if you put there a volume of 1, that will be equivalent to $10 per pip. Meaning, if you buy and then you earn 20 pips, trading at the volume of 1, or we call that a standard lot or 1 lot, that is equivalent to $10 times 20 pips. That is $200. Okay? So may mo, wow, laking pera nun, coach. Yes, exactly. Pero para pag natalo ka, what if you, let's say, lose 10 pips? Okay? Then, negative 10 pips times $10, you lose $100. So parang masakit din pag natalo tayo. That's the reason why you can trade lower lot sizes. Okay? Pag nag-trade ka ng 0.1, that is only $1 per pip. Okay? So you make 20 pips, that's $20. You lose 10 pips, you lose $10. It's fine, no? Manageable. The lowest you can go for a standard account is 0.01. That is 10 cents per pip. Okay? So i-analyze mo yung market buong linggo, you spend countless hours, looking out for the news, and then you make an excellent trade. You make like 50 pips out of that trade, no? And then you're trading at 0.01. And then you get what? $5 from that trade. So, congratulations. Okay. So, yun siya. And at the same time, if you lose, let's say 30 pips, then you only lose $3. So, okay lang, may ka makatulog sa gabi. So, I suggest you trade low risk. Mababa lang, no? I know it's tempting to trade high risk, no? Malaki kasi kagad yung kitaan dyan. But at the same time, malaki din yung risk. So, you kind of wanna make it smaller, no? Na kapag natalo tayo, okay lang. You can easily recover from that, no? And then yung earnings natin, no? As long as it's consistent, it will grow. No? Yun naman yung importante. Okay?
Ayan, may specific example ka ba dyan na pair na umangat ilang pips, then how much would it, para
Alright,
maintindihan
right.
nila?
Okay. Let me show my a sample of our charts. Saglit na.
Ayan.
Magbukas lang ako ng chart natin.
Yeah, while Coach John is opening, I received this very good question of a newbie kanina. As a newbie, sir, ano ba yung magandang, what do you call this? Volume, a lot, right? Do I trade one lot na or the small lots? So my answer to them was, as a beginner, yung goal mo is not the profits right away. Diba? As a beginner, if you're trading, your goal is to learn and gain experience. Remember, Coach John mentioned earlier, diba? 3 years, took you 3 years to really grasp the movement of the market and be profitable. Diba? Ikaw, John, ilang taon?
Ganyan din, same. To at
Yeah,
least
more or
2 to
less
3
ganun, diba?
years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
took me 2.5 to 3 years then to really grasp the movement of the market. So it mas mahaba. Swerte na ngayon ang mga newbies because there are sessions like this. Tayo noon walang ganito, di ba?
Yeah.
But yeah, your goal as a newbie is to learn and experience the market. So with that saying, wag yung isipin yung profits, meaning you don't really have to mind the bigger pips. Since experience naman ang gusto mong makuha, go for the smaller pips, pinakamaliit na pips na kaya nyo. I mean, lot size na kaya nyo. And that should be it because the goal is to learn how to trade first as a newbie. Wag muna sa
Yeah.
malakihan because you're gonna burn your money and masasaktan kayo dyan and you're gonna quit. And that's a formula for you to quit. So
Yeah.
start with small risks lang muna.
Yeah, let me add on to that kasi majority talaga, especially wala pang experience, is really
Mm.
looking for profits eh. But they don't because yeah, especially yung mga gagaling sa scam. Uy, ang bilis kumita
Oo.
ng pera, sagot sa kayamanan to, di ba? But pag napunta sila sa mga legit na, they come to actually, make the difference out of it. Akala, masyado pala tong mabagal. Can I have a bigger lot size? Can I have a bigger volume of my trading? That puts your account to a more high risk that they don't understand. Once they're there, andun na sila sa drawdown or nakikita nila bumababa, nagkamali yung pindot nila, then dun sila kinakabahan. So sabi nga ni Sir Lloyd is always look for experience first and focus on that's every pip than every dollar count. Remember guys, $1, mapindot mo yung 1.00, every move na one pip nun is $10 per move. Magkamali ka dyan, hindi, pupunta ka na CR paglabas mo margin call ka na. Kinabahan ka na eh, di ba? Okay,
That
go ahead,
happened
Sir
to my
Jonathan.
friend. That
Di
happened to
ba?
my friend. That happened to my friend. First account niya. So, sabi niya, wow, kumikita na ako $100. Ganyan nga. Pag CR niya, bakit wala ng trade?
Wala, ubus na, margin call na.
Kamusta? Bakit ganito na lang yung laman? Anyway, so, uh, here's a good example. No, this is AUD USD. Okay, and as you can see, this is a super simple analysis. No, and to be honest, simple stuff works. Okay, don't make stuff very complicated for you guys. So, ayan. So as you can see, no, dati the market was just para bigyan naman yung own backstory yung kwento. No? So the market was going down, no, very nicely. Kita mo sinasanto niya tong linyang yan, no, and we call that a downtrend. And after a while, it gets broken. Okay? So, meron kang time dito na akala mo nabasag na, no? And bumalik lang din. Okay? That happens in the market. And then, ito talaga, nabasag na niya. No? So, at that point in time, we call this a breakout. And we normally assume that the market will continue its trend kung saan niya binasag. No? So, we call this a simple breakout. And let's say we make a terrible entry. So, terrible na. So, pakita na natin entry natin. Hindi dito na talaga sa taas. So, it's really bad entry. Okay? And that price level, gawin ko na lang gawin ko na lang mahabang linya. So, sorry, magiging fruit ninja yung ating charts. So, that is around 0.6811. Okay? And then, sabihin natin yung target natin would be, to be honest, no, with the charts that I'm looking at right now, this is my target. Okay? Usapang long term. Okay? So, let's say 71.40. Okay, 71.40. So, if we were able to buy here, okay, going up all the way there, ang projected profit natin dyan would be around 325 pips, roughly. Okay? So, if you were trading, maglabas na tayo calculator. If you were trading $10 per pip, so 325 times 10, that's 3,250. Yeah? So that would be your profit. So parang,
One
wow,
standard lot.
standard na, laking pera niya. No? But at the same time, what if it goes down? Sabihin natin, ito yung point of entry natin, ang stop loss natin ay nandito. No? Just a recent low dito banda. Okay, that's a difference of around 100 pips, sabihin natin. So at the same time, you are also risking $1,000, no? So parang, medyo malaki din $1,000. 56,000 pesos yun. Parang, alright. Now, you can go lower than that. Sabihin natin, you're trading $1 per pip, then that would be 325 times 1. Then, $325 yung projected profit. Yung stop loss mo is $100 lang. Okay? But if you're trading 0.01, then that is 10 cents per pip. So, magiging $32 na lang yan. No? $32, sorry. Clear natin. $32.50, no? Yung target, and then yung stop natin would be around $10. So, kita nyo, you can actually scale your risk and you have full control over it, no? So, let's say if you took this trade right now, it's still panning out. Di naman natin alam kung aabot dito. Again, we can make projections as much as we want. Okay, but
Agree.
what we're never sure, no? Kaya maraming ways to safeguard your trade, blah, blah, blah. No? We'll learn all of that, no, in future webinars. So, in this case, kung sakaling nakapasok ka dito at a bad entry, so you should be profiting around 150 pips right now. Not bad. Okay?
Diba?
And ongoing pa yan. And that's a
So,
span
para
of
mas makita
a
pa
week.
nila,
It's a
correct.
span
Oh,
of a
lakas.
week. Oh, yeah.
Unit
Sorry,
trade
go ahead.
size, 1 pip. Sige. All right. Let me just also share my screen para makita din nila may difference, no?
Yeah,
Sir, if okay lang.
yeah, by all means.
Okay. So there, if you can see my screen, there is like a pip calculator. You can actually search for this, no? Dito mo makukuha na example, you're on a standard account, tapos 1 pip, makikita mo dito yung per move. So it's per move ng odd USD will be $10 per pip. So if you're gonna lower it down, example, 0.50. Yan. Siyempre, magiging, ano na lang yan, $5 per pip. So pwede mo yung i-lower down to XM on a standard account up to 0.1. Example niya kanina, that's 300 pips. So every move of that will be 10 cents. So that's your lowest na pwede mong gawin. So very, very important dito guys na hindi nyo, may yung point, yung decimal. Kung dito ka sa left side of decimal, you're actually trading more than $10 per pip. Kung after ka sa decimal, starting from 0.1, then you can increase to by 10, depende. You can actually check kung per pip level niya.
Right,
Kasi iba
right,
dito
right.
nagkakamali ng pindot eh. So sobrang nagmamadali. So nakakalimutan nila and sometimes na pag-i-interchange nila na I'm just trading 0.5. 0.5. Pero napindot 0.5. So magkamali ka ng ganyan guys. So if you're just starting to forex, akala mo ang per move is supposedly is ito lang, a quarter, like a 50% of a cent, no? Like magkano ba yan sa 25 pesos, no? But ang napindot mo is 250 per move.
All
Imagine mo yun na
right.
per move. So malaking diferensya yon. So that's why very important is really your decimal point. Go ahead,
All
sir.
right. Thank you for that clarification. So, ganun po siya ganun katindi yung effect nun. So, you have to be very
Mm,
mindful of that. Ang daming beses ako nagkamali dyan. So, may mga iba nakachamba, malaki kita. May mga times din na nadali ako. So, be very
mm,
careful of that. So, ito naman po yung sa micro account, no? I-convert nyo lang lahat ng napag-usapan natin into cents automatically. So, if you're trading one lot sa micro account, no? Volume na 1, imbis sa $10 per pip, 10 cents per pip siya. Kagad, no?
mm.
If you trade 0.1, imbis sa $1 per pip, 1 cent per pip. So, yun siya. That's a micro account. Basta lahat, convert mo lang into cents. That's it.
Yeah. Para mas madali kasi ako umpisa, nalito din ako dyan eh.
Oo.
Yung 0.1 sa standard, sa micro is 1 lot.
Exactly.
So yung 0.1 sa standard, sa micro, that's 1 lot. So imagine the conserve as being, you can actually be very conservative with the micro. Kasi imagine 1 lot is 0.1. Pinakamaliit sa standard, 0.1. Sa micro is, imagine you can go to extend up to 0.10. Pinakamaliit so. So na-divide into 10 pa. Yung pinakamaliit sa standard. That's how powerful micro is. Go ahead, sir. Tama.
Yep, exactly. Kaya yun yung na-mention din natin kanina na if you have a lower capital, go for a micro account, huwag niyong pahirapan yung sarili niyo. Okay? So, ayan. At the end of it, no, mapapaisip tayo, Coach, okay, sige, medyo nagigets ko na yung Forex market. No? I'm starting to understand Forex trading. Paano ko ba sisimulan yan, no? Or how do I specifically know kung ano yung aakyat at bababa? Okay, so there are a lot of ways to analyze the market, pero generally, there's two ways no, na madalas ginagamit. You have fundamental analysis and then you have technical analysis. Fundamental analysis is what we did earlier. No? Kung ano nangyari sa ekonomiya ng isang bansa would reflect on the value of their money or yung supply and demand ng kanilang pera. No? So you're looking at macroeconomic data like GDP, interest rates, uh, government debt, no? Balance of payments, inflation. So yan yung mga inabangan natin. So this week, ang inabangan natin ay interest rates ng US, no? So I think it's gonna come out Thursday, 2 a.m. yata, 2:30 a.m. I think it's 2 a.m.
28 data eh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thursday yan,
They
Thursday yan.
reported.
Thursday, madaling araw. So, yeah, if you want to see a roller coaster market, go ahead, take a look at the charts. Don't trade. No, you can trade on demo. Pero wag niyo sasabak yung sarili niyo sa ganyan ng Ganyang sakit ng ulo. Kasi sa totoo lang ngayon, I don't really trade on the on the news release on itself, no. So I kind of wait for the dust to settle. It's but it's fun to do it, no. But very expensive before. So anyway,
Mm.
yun yung So yun yung mga fundamental analysis natin. You're looking at macroeconomic data. So you can always check out all of those macroeconomic data. Nasa calendar naman ni XM yan. No? We have a Forex calendar. You can customize it and see all the significant events that will happen for the week. Okay? And the other one is technical analysis. Technical analysis naman po, ito yung pagbasa ng ating charts, supports and resistances, trend. Di ba yung nakita nyo yung dinrawingan natin ng linya? Okay, that's a form of technical analysis. And we get to know more about that no, over time. So, mas maraming mga sessions pa ang kailangan dyan. Okay? So, yun po. Basically, that's what Forex trading is. And for you to get started with it, okay, all you need to do is to have an account. And I'm sure that
Actually,
Sir John and Sir Lloyd can already guide you through that. Okay?
agree. So,
Tama,
honestly
tama.
guys, medyo if ako yung unang nakikinig nito, medyo blurry sa akin yung napakinggan mo, no? But definitely, honestly guys, the more experience you actually have in terms of trading forex, maano ka din, masasanay ka din. It's just that kailangan mo simulan if you're really
Right, tama.
interested with this. Go ahead, Sir Lloyd. Yeah.
Yeah, siguro one question na lang for Coach John. I know
Mhm.
Coach John is not feeling well, so hindi
Thank
natin
you, thank you.
wag natin pahabain.
Kanina ko pa nga
How
pinipigilan yung ubo ko.
Totoo.
how will you know, service lang to everyone, not specific to XM users, how will you know if a broker that's being offered to you is a legitimate broker?
Very powerful question.
Yeah, number one, pinakamadali, tanongin na lang si wise investors. No? Number two, siguro kung if you really want to check, the legit way to check it is you ask them for their licenses. No? Saan kayo regulated, ano yung mga lisensya nyo? And then they're gonna give you some data on that. Okay, regulated kami sa ganito. And you can actually check if they are truly regulated doon sa regulatory body na yun. So let's say, we are regulated sa SISEC. Okay, SISEC is Cyprus, sabihin natin. So XM is regulated sa Cyprus. So, meron yang parang serial number, yung parang registration number nila, and you can check it sa website ng SISEC, and it's gonna appear. Okay? So, that's a legitimate way to check kung talagang lisensyado sila. Kasi ang daming entities din na magsasabi na, anong lisensya mo? Ito license ko, ito license ko, ito license ko. And then you don't bother to check, and then just, it's made up. So, tapos biglang sasabihin nila, bakit ganito, no? Ibang entity yung lumalabas. So, it could be a mother company, which is very common for uh, a lot of brokers, no? Pero i-check mo kung talagang under sila ng mother company na yun. Kasi kung hindi talaga.
Lalo
Hindi sila
na yung
legit.
walang license, no? And
Oh,
what are the associations para makita din nila? Ano ba yung mga association that you can recommend para dapat registered ka dito?
normally naman ang mga registrations na common na okay. You have SISEC, you have bansa na lang, Cyprus, you have UK, you have Australia, Belize okay, no? Belize okay ngayon. Maganda yung nila. I think Philippines is under Belize kasi maganda yung maganda yung parang it gives you a free hand to do a lot of things. Tapos I forgot to mention, it's also nice to see that the broker is multi-regulated.
Yun.
Kasi minsan pag isa lang yung regulation nila, okay lang din naman, walang problema. Pero mas mahirap kasi, mas legit ka kung mas marami kang regulations. Kaya madalas yung mga broker, kinokolekta nila yung mga regulations kasi it's their portfolio as well to show na talaga, hey, we're a
Right.
legitimate company, we're here to stay. And they actually have more to lose if they fool around, to be honest. Kung ganun sila ka-highly regulated.
Yan.
So, you're already familiar with Forex, and we live in a very, very good time right now. I'm already 35. Ano na nga ba yung edad mo, John? 30, 33?
35 din ako.
35, yan, 35.
35.
So, medyo
Paano
late
tayo?
na. We're
Yeah.
already at the middle part of our age. Pero we live in a very good time. Bakit? Because of technology. Right? Dati po, when we started to learn how to trade, nangangapa po kami sa dilim at nasusunog pa yung pera namin. But right
Yeah.
now, because of technology, I've been an avid fan of this, and I've really been pushing about these kinds of technology ever since nung nagsimula pala ako sa pagtuturo ng trading, because I know for sure trading is not for everyone. Yes, maganda ang idea na uy, kikita ako ilang oras lang ako mauupo and I'm going to be earning in dollars, malaking kitaan ko. But tell you honestly, trading is not for everyone. Business is boring, news are boring. So it's not going to be everyone's calling. Pero there is an opportunity now na kahit na hindi na kayo mag-trade, may magte-trade na para sa'yo. There's copy trading, there's bot trading. Meron nga signals, nagsasell ng signals di ba? But ours is different in that we're focusing on EA or bot trading. Okay? Sa bot trading, it's a program kung saan our trading system, Coach John has been trading for how many years already? I've already been trading for how many years? We place our trading system in a program. Alam namin kung saan, ano yung mga buy signals namin when it comes to technical analysis, with the fundamentals. Alam namin ano yung buy signals namin, ano yung buying parameters, ano yung sell parameters, kailan kami hindi magte-trade. We place it in the program, and yung program na ang magte-trade sa amin. It has a very good advantage because kami as traders, we're busy also and we're coaches at the same time, nagtuturo kami. We cannot watch the market 24/7, 24/5 for Forex. Pero we cannot watch the market full time. With the program, pwede na siyang mag-run ng 24/7. So kahit tulog kami or we're doing this live right now or we're doing other jobs, the bot will be the one to trade for us. It's called EA bot algorithm trading, whatever you want to call it. So let's just call it bot trading, and our bot trading, we named it Izanagi. And on your screen right now is my FX book. If ever, kung newbie pa lang kayo at hindi nyo pa alam ano my FX book, this is the game changer na website. Ito yung kahinaan ng mga scammers. Kasi if someone tells you about magaling ako mag-trade or I have trade signals, I can give you signals or I have a bot available, yung mga legit dyan, dapat may MyFX book. Hingan nyo po ng MyFX book nila. And ask for the link, hindi lang screenshot kasi na-edit to. MyFX book is for transparency purposes. If ever gusto ko pong pakita sa inyo yung trade ng bot namin, yung performance linigay namin sa MyFX book at makikita nyo po for transparency purpose lahat ng dapat nyo malaman with the bot. Importante, pag nakuha nyo ito, may dapat dalawang checkmark dyan sa taas, track record verified and trading privilege verified. That's how you know if the MyFX book is legitimate because anyone can doctor this results right here. Pero dapat hinihingan nyo po. If someone advertises something about Forex trading, dapat meron ito. Kung wala, then wag nyo na pong pansinin. Okay, kung wala nito. Kasi more or less, scam po yan sila. So ano dapat tinitignan nyo dito? Yung checkmarks na dalawa kanina, number 1. Number 2 is the gain to its drawdown. The gain for Izanagi is already at 417%. Ang drawdown is at around 40%. Ang drawdown means binagsak ng account. Meaning, kasi trading tayo, wala pong perfect na trading, bumabagsak rin po yan. At a certain point in its run, it went down pinakamababa at 40%. Yes, malaki siya pakinggan because we're trading in high-risk trading. Pero, tignan nyo po yung gains at the same time. That is going to be your risk-to-reward ratio. So, you're going to be risking 40% for a return of 400%. Ganun nyo po yan, tignan, 417% to be exact. So are you willing to risk 40% for a 400% gain? Ako, iba-iba tayo na sagot. Baka hindi nyo kaya yung 40%. So that is something that you need to understand first before going to the EAs or Forex. So in reality, that's 1 to 10 risk to reward ratio. So if you're risking 1 peso, pwede nyo pong mapanulunan is 10 piso. So if that's okay with you, then good. Then next, the third thing that you're gonna be looking at is the longevity. Very important po. Longevity is kailan nagsimula ang bot, hanggang kailan. And you're seeing on the screen right now hanggang present. So what does that mean? That means hindi po baguhan ang program na ito. I'm hearing echo, pre. So,
Yeah.
hindi po baguhan ng program na ito. If ever nakikita nyo po na yung MyFX book sinishare nila, April pa lang of this year nagsisimula or June lang, isang buwan lang pinapakita nila, that means bago lang nag-run ang bot na yan. And that's a question mark kasi sortihan lang yan. Most probably, maiksi lang pinapakita nila kasi baka nasunog yan previously at hindi nila pinapakita sa iyo. So that's transparent. They're blocking the transparency of the full performance of the bot. So longevity. This bot right here, Izanagi 2.0, has been running since January 2021. And we're already up to the present, it's up 417% already. And we're very proud to say na wala pong makakatalo sa MyFX book na ito in the world right now. Right? If this is the best performing bot, if you wanna check this out yourself, you can scroll down dyan, makikita niyo po yan. Dyan sa baba, yung mga performance, we never close on a negative. Meron tayong mga 1% lang sa isang buwan, but depende po kasi yan sa market. But we never close on a negative. Even during the war of February and March, we even closed at 5% and 4% on those ones. That's how good the bot is. Even our history ng trades, makikita nyo dyan, di ba?
Correct. History stays here. Kita nila dyan.
Today, nag-trade siya, 25. Yan.
Yan,
May
meron.
trades siya
Dami.
today.
Dami today. How many? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades today. With all gains. No, all gains.
Yes, tama.
Yan. And
So, John,
to add on to that, no, guys, very, very important to look at the percentage as well and its drawdown. And again, its longevity. Iba kasi dyan, 1 month, 2 months pa lang, hinahype na ng todo. But definitely, guys, what really important there is to check, no? At least 3% per month to 8%. There are times that the market's very generous. Umabot tayo last year around 50% in just a month. Okay,
yes,
and
yes.
'di ba? May mga ganun, depende sa generosity ni market, no?
Yes.
And actually to really, to really ang tawag dyan, cover it up with its cream of the top. This is actually monitored by real traders. When you talk about real traders who are mentors from the stock market, who are actually studied a lot in years and experience to monitor such things. Kasi kung hindi, because of a program, binili and all, di naman pala alam how it works, no, from its DNA. No, darating yung
Not to
time.
badmouth.
Yeah.
Not to badmouth other programs out there. Pero ang nangyayari po kasi is they focus more on the business side of EAs. And that's the reason why ang dami, if not lahat, nasunog. Nasunog meaning naubos yung pera nyo. Right? Because what they do is, uy, may program dito, bilhin ko. Tapos, pwede ko itong i-beta, i-retail sa iba para kumita ako. And that's what's happening. They're doing it for the business, on the business side. Yung Izanagi po is run by us, real traders. We really know how to manage the risks. We know how to read the markets. And that's the proof of that is, ito po nakikita niyo sa harap niyo, hindi po nasusunog. Majority of our trades are winning. And ito na yung performance niya because it's run by real traders. That's a very big advantage for you guys. May mukha po ang bot. Hindi po yan na, uy, may nag-post lang basta-basta. Meron po kayong makakausap na real traders, which is Coach John and ako po mismo.
Yes. So very, very important, you guys, because if backup only by hype and profits, maybe it's not sustainable. Again, wala naman sa nakaka-predict ng future, But as long as you understand the risk involved and the traders managing it knows how to manage the risk, then you are in good hands. And that's why I would like to invite you guys to join us. Sir Lloyd, ano mo na, bakit libre? I-hype mo yung libre part.
Tama.
Diba?
Hindi pa tayo tapos. Ang ganda ng performance, we've discussed everything, pero it's not yet everything to make it the best. That's why is it the best bot out there, performance-wise, risk-wise, longevity-wise? It's for free. We're sharing it for free to continue. If you know Coach John, if you know me, we've been sharing knowledge for quite a while already. Halos libre na namin lahat ng knowledge. And sa mga hindi naman maging traders, hindi naman nila nagagamit talaga yung knowledge na binibigay namin kasi iba yung profession niya. we're sharing the bot for free para you can just piggyback on our skills. Whatever we gain right now, you're gaining also through Izanagi. And it's for free. Libre lang po Izanagi. And right now is the best time to start with Izanagi. Why? Because of the bonus of XM right now. Go ahead, John, kasi may echo yung
Yeah.
akin.
Oh yeah. The 100% bonus, meaning if you deposit a minimum of $1 to a $500 XM, tatapatan po niya with a
Yes.
legit broker ha. Kasi manirinig ko kaya na naman. Bonus na naman. Yan yung last na sinabi nung isa eh. Before din
Oo.
sila mag-withdraw. But we are partnered with one of the biggest brokers of around the globe, which is XM. No, na may monitored by, of course, a lot of associations. They're giving a credit of $500 maximum
Okay.
with any deposit you're gonna have, and Izanagi will use it or even have it as a buffer for its performance. So imagine
Yes.
25 pesos, 25,000 naglagay ka, it can go up as 50,000 pesos and
Yes.
managed by real traders.
Just to emphasize this more, baka kasi hindi nyo naintindihan, that's 25 or to 27,000 pesos right now na free na investment credits. So, it's a lot. And minsan lang po ito mangyari. And this is why we're saying that this is the best time to start with Izanagi because of this bonus with XM. XM's gonna give you 27,000 on top of your original na funds. That's a lot of money for
Correct.
investment.
Agree.
And hopefully you take advantage nyo po.
Yeah, so guys, it's time to create because this will end. Malapit na, a few weeks from now, matatapos na po ito, and this is only usually happening like once a year. If
Yes.
I'm correct, once a year lang sila naglalabas ng ganitong
Swerte na natin kung
bonus.
dalawang beses. Like this year, I
Yeah,
think this is
this year,
the
no?
second.
Oh, yeah, this is the
Yeah.
first one was around Feb, no?
Mm.
Feb. So, isa yan. So, very, very advantage for those who will start because you have at least a free 100% bonus. And last but not the least, guys, no? If you are an Izanagi user and you want to earn as well, of course, pwede ba natin endorse din yun, Sir Lloyd?
Yes, pwede.
Diba?
If you're an Izanagi user already, you can be part of our referral program. Okay?
Yan.
So alam nyo po just to explain to you properly how we are able to make Izanagi for free. We've partnered up with XM na kung saan yung kita ni XM from you, yung trades nyo, we talked about this earlier na may spread, di ba? So, kita ni XM yan. So, we've partnered with them na part of the earnings will go to us. And this is how we're able to create a win-win-win scenario for everyone. Panalo sa XM kasi ang dami nilang nakukuha na clients. Panalo kayo kasi libre at kumikita kayo. Panalo rin kami because may kinikita kami from XM. So, you don't have to spend anything. And on top of that, kung gusto niyo po pong kumita ng extra, we're sharing what XM is giving to us. Okay? Kasi dati hindi namin nare-rewardan yung mga nagre-refer about Izanagi. This time, with the referral program, kung may invite kayo, part of the up to 50% ng binibigay ni XM sa amin, ibibigay namin sa inyo. Right? So, check out Izanagi's referral program. John should have a link there in on the live. Hindi ko na nalagay. Pero you can go to the website on John's sa mga nanonood through with Wise Investors PH. Check out the video description. Sa mga nanonood through Financial Freedom 101, you can go to the website izanagifx.com and may tabs doon for the referral program. Just register there. Or kung hindi nyo makita, go to our chat room. Since members na kayo na Izanagi, may chat room naman tayo. You can ask the admins there for help.
Yan. So para hindi rin, para you can also earn aside from your earnings from Izanagi, you can also earn by inviting your friends. So yun yung makagandahan, the program that we wanted to make sure that it's gonna be a win-win scenario. So there are questions here. Saan po makita website yung pang referral? Please proceed to the Telegram chat or PM us on our page or on the video descriptions below. Andun siya. As long as you're in Izanagi, as long as you're part of the community, you can actually refer. And if you're already an Izanagi user. Is it correct that $250 minimum due to the promo unlike before? We don't recommend the 250 because the the credit that given for by XM is ano yun, natatanggal din. So we still recommend a minimum of $500, and then you can just increase your lot size for more profits, or no, or have it as a buffer. At least meron ka
Yeah.
ng buffer. Hindi ka na kailangan maglagay ng $1,000 to have a 100% buffer. So that's
Yeah.
actually free na from XM. So we don't
Yeah, para
recommend.
lang para naman to sa mga hirap talaga. We understand that mahirap ngayon. 500 yung minimum na ng Izanagi. Pero hindi niyo talaga kaya, can we still allow that pre yung credits nila gamitin? Basta make
Yeah, as
sure lang
long
hindi sila nag-withdraw.
correct. As long as you understand, because each time you withdraw, tinatanggal din yung credit sa binibigay nyo. So dapat
Oo.
if you di talaga kaya, you just want to start by 250, then you can start it, right? You can at least may libre na si XM nandoon. And dagdagan nyo lang kasi
Mm.
kung anong, no?
Yeah.
So again, be particular on the percentage para hindi rin sayang yung oras natin, yung oras nyo din, no? Makita nyo ilang
Oo.
percent pag kumita siya ng 3% because may maintenance tayo na 500 pesos, which is a $10 per month because of the BPS. So isa din yun na i-balance nyo because there are actually
Oo.
users din na, oy, parang hindi naman siya konti lang because of also your deposit and your lot size.
Oo. Tsaka minsan lang yung promo, so do your best to really capitalize on the $500. As much as possible, go $500 yun na po. Nakita niyo naman previous performances natin, even through the war. That should be enough proof na working si Izanagi. So, take advantage of the promo. Sayang kasi yung $500. Kaysa
Agree.
250 lang ilagay nyo.
Yeah, actually, kahit ako nag-deposit nga even more. Because sayang $500 libre yun, right?
Oo, tama.
So, yeah. Yeah, are there any questions pa ba? I think wala na, no, as of now. Yan.
Yeah, on financial
Ito.
freedom side, wala naman. Nasagot na natin lahat ng questions.
Ito, meron isa. Pwede withdraw yung profit over 500. Definitely pwede. I remember, ito lang yan, no? Actually, kahit hindi ka example, no? You already profit the day after you registered. You had the profit around, sabihin natin, $2, $3. Pwede mo i-withdraw yun, at all the spots.
Yes.
Okay, but take note, the 500 credit was given to you by XM. Pag withdraw mo, tatanggalin din niya yung $3 na minwithdraw mong profit. So yung instead of yung 50,000 yon, magiging ano na lang, mababawasan yung 500 na binigyan niyang credit sa iyo to magiging $497 na lang yung credit niya. So
Yes, tama.
the best thing to do this is withdraw mo after 6 months, withdraw mo after a year, because may
Yeah.
nilibre ka ng kapital. No? To take
Oo.
it as an investment. But if you really need the money, unlike to other brokers, you cannot withdraw by once a week only. It's narinig ko before, Sir Lloyd. Once a week lang sa pwede mag-withdraw. But this time, anytime, nakalimutan mo mag-withdraw ka pa, $10, withdraw ka ulit the following second or a minute, pwede mong gawin because no one can control your account, only you. No, even not
Yes,
broker.
tama.
They cannot force you
Bawal yan.
to change your account to an equity account. Okay? So, very, very important. Yan. Okay. Nakapregister for ano po magagana? Anong gagamiting code? Okay. So if you already registered, mas maganda punta ka sa links, affiliate links. Give your client the open to real account, URL.
Yeah.
Okay, URL.
So,
Para diretso na siya sa site.
yeah. Punta lang kayo sa mypartners.xm.com, log in, and then on the top part, may affiliate links dyan. Kunin niyo po yung URL ng Open Real account. Yun na yung sinishare niyo dapat na link.
Yeah. So it's actually, tinuturo naman yun sa ating Telegram
Yeah.
chat. Please also refer that as well. All right. So I think that's gonna be for tonight. Yan. Can you do the closing remarks in our behalf, Sir Lloyd?
Yes, tama. Again, guys, don't stop learning. Very, very proud of you guys na, especially yung mga nasunog na scam na to still pursue the opportunity here. Ang kulang lang is the right education, and now you are on the right path. Hopefully, you still continue. Sa mga nagsisimula pa lang, dapat importante talaga is courage here. You're a risk taker when it comes to Forex. And at first, mag-aral lang kayo. Aral lang muna kung gusto niyo maging trader talaga. Yung tinuturo namin lagi is, kung gusto mo maging trader, yes, please do so. We strongly recommend it. Pero at the same time, while nag-aaral pa lang kayo, huwag niyo po munang gamitin yung totoong pera ninyo. Um, you can still take advantage of the opportunity in the market through Izanagi. Pwede po yun na habang nag-aaral kayo, kumikita pa rin kayo para huwag kayong mainggit at ma-tempt na mag-trade with real money. Okay? So, start with Izanagi and then learn to trade at the same time. But most importantly, take risk and do your research. We're doing this video with XM para po mas matutunan ninyo ang dapat nyo matutunan. There's still so many things you need to understand. So please do not stop learning.
So invite din natin sila guys. We're planning to go to Manila, me and Sir Lloyd and the rest of the team this September. Please
Yes.
prepare for that. It's possible it's gonna be at the end of month of September. So we are actually thankful to the venue because it's us, But again, pag ipagpaplanuhin po namin maigi yan for you guys. We're gonna create a free webinar. From there, from Izanagi and even Philippine Stock Exchange, magtuturo tayo dyan about that. It's not we're not limited by Forex. We can even Sir Lloyd can talk about a lot with the Philippine Stock Exchange as well, even I. So we're gonna see you guys. Thank you so much for tonight.
Don't forget
God-
to subscribe and like on our Facebook pages.
Yes,
Hopefully, we can see you
definitely.
in Izanagi. Again, Izanagi, the best performing bot out there. And aside from that, it's free. We're sharing it free to everyone. Plus, meron pang referral program. So, ang dami nyo pong pwedeng kitain
Grabe
habang
yan.
nakaupo lang.
Diba? While they're learning and they're
Yes.
studying, they can earn and they can help other people as well sa tulungan. So with that, guys, God bless and have a good night. Thank you so much, Sir Lloyd. Thank you so much, XM, for this wonderful webinar. See you and have a good night.